Here today I wanted to show you how to do an oil change on the 2020 Mercedes GLC300. This is the newer one with the new M264 engine. So it is a little different than the older models. But first thing you want to do, open up the hood. I'll show you where the oil filter is at. The oil filter is going to be right underneath here. It's right here. I believe this one doesn't have a dipstick, but it does take 6 quarts based on the manual from the book. The oil cap's here. And what you're gonna wanna do is remove the plastic skid plate on the bottom. And we have 4 8mm screws that connect here in the front. There's 4 here, and then there's 4 in the back, right over here. And then the skid plate just drops down. And then to drain the oil, we have the oil plug there. And when you replace this, you're going to want to replace that crush washer that's in here. You can also get that from Mercedes. So I got the oil filter from Mercedes and the crush washer all at once. I think it was like 20 bucks. Last thing I wanted to show you was the oil that I'll be putting in here. This is Mobil 1's ESP OW30. It's a little different from the one that the older ones were using. They changed their oil specs a little bit, so this one is in par there with the specification that Mercedes requires. And then we have the oil filter here. Like I said, I got this from Mercedes, and the crush washer's inside. Oh, and a correction, I said 6 quarts earlier, it's 6.4, so that's why I had to buy an extra one. And one last thing, to get to the oil filter, which is down here, you're gonna have to remove this little pin here. You easily take it off with a screwdriver, or I have this tool here which just goes in and you pry it out. You unclip these little clips, and then you pull back the air intake, and you can reach the oil filter there. It's a 27 inch, not inch, sorry. It's a 27 millimeter socket that you're gonna use to remove that. And after that, you just follow steps backwards and fill it up with some oil. I'll try to see if I can shoot a video on how to reset the infotainment system. One last thing I thought about to show you guys. So I removed the housing here, and you just pull it from there. But with the oil filter, you're gonna have to replace these 3 gaskets, or these 3 rings. This one here on the bottom, there's one here, and then there's one little one on top. You simply remove them by taking them off with a screwdriver. The oil filter you bought should have them in here. So you simply pop them off, pop them back in. Right now I have the oil draining. And to remove the bolt, it was a 13 millimeter. And like I said, here's the replacement crush washer. The other one's still on the bottom. But that's pretty much it. Put the filter back together, slip this one off, and fill it up with oil.